Can you replace Emi Martinez, the world's best goalkeeper? Replacing Emi Martinez should be easy, right? Find a goalkeeper that can keep the ball out the back of the net. Well, kind of, but it's not that simple, is it? Every drop catch, every parry into danger, every fumble has the eyes of thousands of Villa fans watching. Heart-in-mouth moments. Since Emi Martinez's arrival, we've hardly had that. Until this season. You have to go down to 8th place in the Premier League, Brighton, who have a worse defence than Aston Villa. Whisper it quietly. First shot on target in the back of the net. How many times? I've lost count. Even with the world's number one, problems can arise. And why am I talking like this? Because I'm 99% sure that he's leaving and he needs replacing. Not just the gloves, but the human. I can list his best attributes: spider clutch saves, commanding takes from set pieces, distribution, pressure monster and relieving it, winning mentality, leader. Note some of these attributes are mental and not physical, and that's the problem with him leaving. He leaves a hole, and the question is who fills it? The beauty with Emi Martinez leaving is he will be replaced by an incredible goalkeeper, two of which have been linked: Lucas Chevalier and Joan Garcia. We're not selling him for the money. Well, kind of we are, for PSR. Sell Martinez for 40 million and replace him with a player for a similar fee, which is amortised and spread over the length of the contract. Unlike years gone by, we've been a selling club. This is different. This has to happen so that we can progress and grow and beat the game known as PSR. Goalkeeper number 1 linked with Aston Villa, Lucas Chevalier. He's 23 years of age, 1.89 metres, contract expires June 30th, 2027. SOFA score rating of 7.09 from Ligue 1, and his key strengths are handling and his reflexes. Unlike years gone by, we've actually seen Lucas before. And when we're looking at players that play across Europe, Aston Villa haven't been in Europe for many years. So we haven't really been able to play against players and have a look at them. But last season, when Aston Villa played Lille, Lucas Chevalier was in goal. And if you remember, the goalkeeper had a brilliant two-legged tie against Aston Villa, pulling off some very, very good saves. His key attributes is that he can play out from the back, that he's very commanding, that he makes good saves, he's got good reflexes, and he is a brilliant shot stopper. And as you can see from some of the images, we can see that he can play out from the back, he can play in tight areas, he can be calm, composed, knows that he's got the technical ability to play those passes under pressure. Shot stopping, coming out, sensing danger, spider save. We've kind of seen that before, and it would be nice if a new goalkeeper could replicate what Emi Martinez can do. But some of his big things are his hands, his handling, his ability to have steel hands and push balls out of danger. Too many times in the modern game, you'll see flappy hands, flappy wrists, talking about Onana at Manchester United, pushing balls into danger areas. And Lucas has got the ability to push it away from danger and just make those really good saves. We can see that when we played him against Aston Villa, that he was making those really good saves from point-blank range from Ollie Watkins. Just very strong, very commanding, and what that enables you to do is give your defence a lot of confidence that you are the last line of protection before it goes into the goal. But Lucas Chevalier is very good. Again, edge of the box saves, pushing balls out of danger, but also being able to be commanding on those crosses. And we can see here that he's absolutely punched the ball kind of like halfway up his own half, which is brilliant to see because Emi Martinez is very good at relieving that sort of pressure, and he was able to do this in 96 plus minutes in the game against Aston Villa. So a very good goalkeeper in the return leg, making a save from Matty Cash, coming out, being strong and just being able to command his area as well. So a really good goalkeeper. Again, a parry, a second save, first save has been done, and then he's able to sort of quickly get up onto his feet and make a real top reflex save from Douglas Luiz. And again, we've got another image here of him making a brilliant save and being able to read the strikers and the attackers and where they're going to put the ball. Again, we're talking about what can we see from Emi Martinez and what can we see in this goalkeeper as well. Martinez, very good at reading where players want to be able to put the ball, and Lucas Chevalier is very good at doing that as well. So a top goalkeeper and one that's got a bright future, and the good thing about him is that we've been able to see him firsthand and be able to see what he's all about. Espanyol Joan Garcia, 24 years of age, height 1.91 metres. Contract expires June 30th, 2028. Rating on SofaScore is 7.39 in La Liga. And his strengths are his handling, reflexes and high claims. Note, release clause is around about 21 million, and clubs like Barcelona, Newcastle are also sniffing around Joan Garcia as well. Garcia's main strengths are his shot stopping, his saves, handling, reflexes, relieving pressure, coming and grabbing things on set pieces, and he's also a goalkeeper that can play with the ball at his feet and step out of his box as well. His shot stopping, from the images you can see, are very, very good. Strong hands, agile, has got real good agility about him, got a real good wingspan with his arms as well, very commanding in that goal. We can see again, just like Lucas Chevalier, that he's able to push balls out of danger. He's been playing for a club that has had a lot of shots at his goal, and he's been able to make some real top saves. Penalty saves, very strong, but also close range saving efforts are very strong. His hands, his handling is very, very good, and he's able to gobble up the ball and just keep it. He's just a footballing goalkeeper gobbler, and he just gobbles everything up. Again, he's really good at anticipating, coming off his line, knowing when he's got to relieve the pressure from his defenders, step out and take control of certain situations. So again, another top goalkeeper, reflexes, agile, worldy saves, brilliant goalkeeper. And two goalkeepers, Lucas and Joan, who are very young, are going to go to the very, very top and are exciting links for Aston Villa. It's not as easy as that though. I can give you my opinion on what they're really good at, but we also have to look at numbers, and we have to look and compare the goalkeepers. It's okay comparing Lucas and Joan together, but we need to compare them to the player that they're possibly going to be replacing in Emi Martinez. So Earl has done me a brilliant graphic. He's filled the brief of what I want. So let's take a look at Martinez, Chevalier and Garcia combined together to see who stands out and who is good at certain aspects of the game. So let's take a look. Martinez, Garcia and Chevalier. Right, so we've got three charts, both goalkeepers. We're going to run through each point and then we'll try and break it down as we go, and we'll have a look at what their key strengths are. So first one we're going to look at is at the very top, which is post-shot expected goals allowed. So that you're looking at now, once the players took a shot, what's happening? So the expected goals from Martinez is 0.1, Garcia is at 0.2, and Chevalier is at 0.2. So positive values indicate above average shot stopping ability, excludes own goals, and includes penalties, not shootouts. So we can see that by 0.1, Garcia and Chevalier are better than Emi Martinez. Now, if we have a look at save percentages, Emi Martinez was 10th in the Premier League for his save percentage this season. He's at 72.1. Garcia is at 75.5. And Chevalier is at 74.9. We've got touches, which again will show you what type of goalkeeper they are. How many touches a game are they having? Emi Martinez had 41. Garcia had 35.47. And Chevalier had 34.57. Now, this also indicates and could indicate that if any of them came to Villa, you could expect them to probably be a bit higher in and around what Emi Martinez is looking like, because we build up with our goalkeeper as well. So passing attempted, we've got Martinez with 34.4, Garcia with 27.37, and Chevalier with 28.9. And then note the accuracy. Martinez, 78.7% accuracy completed. We've got 71.6 for Garcia, and for Chevalier, we've got 79.6. So the best with their accuracy would be Chevalier, and we can also see that he also had the second highest amount of passes attempted. So again, highlights that both of them are pretty, well, all of them are pretty good at passing out from the back. Garcia a little bit lower, but you probably have to take into it, he's playing for a, I'm not going to say weaker team, but lesser team in that league, which means they're probably under pressure a bit more. So teams may be pressing them, counter-pressing them more. You have to probably take into some of these as well. Now, the biggest area, and I've mentioned this quite a lot, Villa fans, crosses stopped. This is absolutely crucial that if Emi leaves, whoever comes in has to be on par with Martinez, relieving pressure, retaining the ball, keeping the ball, smuggling it is absolutely huge for our defence. And you can see that 11.3% of those crosses he's able to gobble up, eat, and keep for himself. Garcia, 9.6, which isn't too bad. And then Lucas Chevalier is lower at 5.4. And then finally, defensive actions outside the penalty area. We've got Martinez 0.9, Garcia 0.9, and we've got Chevalier at 0.6. I think what you can see here is comparing and just looking at the charts, you can see that Martinez is more rounded. But you would expect that because Martinez is a lot older than both of these goalkeepers. So he's got that sort of presence. He's got that maturity. He's refined his game to become the complete goalkeeper. Joan and Lucas are not that. They will have to grow and become the ultimate goalkeeper. And that's what you're buying with youth. The ability to grow, to be coached, to be nurtured, to develop, and possibly move on for a higher fee. Garcia's touted with Barcelona. So you're looking at if he could come for 3 or 4 years and move to Barcelona, Real Madrid, something like that, then that's the level of goalkeeper that you're going to be getting here. But if you actually look at the actual saves, it's not too bad. Save percentage, we're slightly higher in certain areas. It's only when you go to touches and accuracy through here and the passing and the ball playing ability, when these start to fan out a little bit more. So that could be system-based. But I do believe that both of these goalkeepers can do that and can grow and can be very, very good goalkeepers. So I think it's important to look at what they're good at, number crunch what they're good at, and be able to take a look at the data of what these goalkeepers are actually doing. And I think it's fair to say that we are not going to be getting a goalkeeper that is as comfortable, confident as Emi Martinez, because you don't win 2 Yashin trophies and a World Cup. Those type of goalkeepers aren't everywhere. They're few and far between. But what's important is that you recruit the best in class that you can physically possibly get, because replacing Martinez could have disaster written all over it with poor recruitment. This one has to work, and it has to be a very, very good goalkeeper. The moral of this show is that we are linked with 2 of the best young goalkeepers in Europe, who have the opportunity to grow and fill the gloves of the world's best goalkeeper. Good luck. Fill it. Do it. Let's go. But more importantly, thank you everyone for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. A little bit of a different delivery. Something fresh. Just something a bit different. And make sure you are subscribing to Up the Villa. Comment your thoughts. Smash the likes. Up the Villa.